The monkey puzzle is very fittingly named. It was named because of its spiky leaves, which the European explorers who first discovered it around 150 years ago thought it would puzzle any monkey to climb. In fact, it evolved around 120 million years ago, long before monkeys were around, and there's even speculation that these spiky leaves evolved to deter dinosaurs from feeding on its branches. The Spanish name for it is La Paragua, and again very fittingly named because La Paragua means an umbrella, and you can see from the shape that that's exactly what they look like. In the 1800s, many new tree species were being discovered by the plant hunters exploring the globe, and for the Victorian landed gentry to have one of the newly discovered tree species planted in their parkland was a real status symbol. So to have a whole avenue like this one was making a real statement about your wealth and your position. We're here in the grounds of Bicton College near East Budleigh, and we're standing in what is claimed to be the longest avenue of monkey puzzles in Europe. It's certainly one of the most admired. It was laid out in the 1840s by Lord and Lady Roll, who lived in the big house at the time. The monkey puzzle was discovered by William Lobb, who was one of two Cornish brothers who were employed as the very first plant hunters for the famous Veitch nursery, which actually started out here in East Devon. The seed from which these monkey puzzles were planted is thought to have been amongst the very first batch which William Lobb sent back to Britain from Chile. He had found the trees by following a trail of records left by the first European to discover the tree, a Scotsman named Archibald Menzies, who had attended a banquet in Chile in 1795 and been served monkey puzzle nuts, which were the staple diet of the indigenous people of the high Andean plateau. He'd pocketed a handful and brought them back to Europe and raised a few as seedlings.
There is one tree, however, the champion monkey puzzle, that was voted as one of the 50 great trees of the nation as part of the Queen's Golden Jubilee celebrations in 2002. At over 27 metres tall and 4 metres in girth, it is something of a monster and probably the tallest in the country. Of course, our mild climate is kind on the trees, so they get to grow a little bit taller than they do in the Andes. But they also age faster, so it's vital to replant with young trees from the same genetic stock, which protects the veterans along this avenue.